Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be making the most powerful bleed build, and you're going to see why. So after you watch the video, let me know what you guys think about this build. I think it's very potent and it's something very unique that you probably haven't seen yet on YouTube. So hopefully I bring you something new. So a like is appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let's dive into this video. So we're going to be concentrating on one weapon in particular. And let me tell you, the Omenkiller Cleaver is a OP weapon. If you're not using this weapon, you're missing out. This weapon not only hits hard, like if it was a big hammer, but on top of that, it is a great axe, but not just any great axe. Not only are you going to be able to add a Astral Ward to it, it hits hard, but with the Astral Ward that we're going to be adding, we're going to make it even more powerful. And on top of this, it's not only just a dexterity weapon, it is a primary strength weapon. And you know what happens in Elden Ring with a strength weapon? Yes, you are able to double the amount of damage you're going to be able to deal. And that is only the stat that you're only able to do in any build. It doesn't matter dexterity or faith or intelligence. You can't do what strength does. And what strength does is you're able to go beyond the 99 cap, so which is crazy. But we're not going to go there because we're at a level 150, but we're going to be focusing on how we're going to make this bleed build with the Omenkiller very OP. So we're going to be using the Omenkiller Cleaver, level 25, of course, fully leveled up. We're going to be hitting at 376 physical power. The reason why is because we're going to be adding one particular Astral Ward, which is very OP, and that is going to be the Crab Blade. The Crab Blade is able to raise this weapon to another freaking level, which makes it really nice. Not only are you going to be hitting already with strength, but with this Astral Ward, you have this feature that you stamp it on there, and automatically you're going to go from 376, and you're going to be able to see there, to now 477. That is 100 more points that we're going to be adding to our strength. Now, what makes the Crab Blade very unique that no other Astral Ward does is that we're going to add it to blood. But what we are able to do on top of this is that the Crab Blade is going to give us a little bit of poise. And then on top of that, you're going to be able to slam your weapon, as you're able to see there, and raise it your power. So that is what we're going to be able to do. And if you are able to do this as a two-hand, automatically you're going to be hitting a lot harder with strength. So it's very easy just to raise your strength. Now that we got that out of the way, we have a couple of options. One, we're going to be using two of the Omenkillers, and that's right, not only are we going to be very powerful, but we're going to be doing jump attacks. We are going to be a huge amount we're going to be dealing on just pure power. Now, since this Omenkiller, it's very unique because it's the only type of heavy weapon, such as like a great sword, great axe, or any other type of weapon. It does have a passive effect of blood loss buildup, of course, of 52. Now, we're going to be able to use the Crab Blade to raise it to 104. Then, on top of this, we're going to be doing the same thing to the two different Omenkillers. Now, to be able to do what a bleed build supposed to do is you're going to infuse another weapon, and that is what we're going to do. We're going to use, it could be any katana, which is going to be very light. All you're going to do is add seppuku. Now, what seppuku does is it automatically is going to add blood loss. And you know what blood loss does, guys and girls? And yes, automatically you're going to be hitting at 104 blood loss buildup, which makes it crazy. Times two weapons is 204. And then to be able to do this even better, we're going to be using the Claw Mark Seal to use it for our different two type of incantations, which, as you're able to see there, is going to be Golden Bow and Flaming Garments of Strength. Going to be raising this build a lot higher. Now, to be able to take advantage of this weapon with the bleed loss and with the Uchigatana that has a Puku already, we're going to add the following white mask. It's going to give us an extra 10% once blood loss is in its vicinity. And you know what happens with the Uchigatana and Seppuku? Automatically, we're going to be hitting with bleed. Now, with the other item, which is going to be the Raptor's Black Feather, automatically another additional 10% on those jump attacks, which we are going to be killing it with the Omenkiller. Since we are going to be a level 150, we got to take advantage of one particular sword seal, which is going to be the Radigan's sword seal. Now, this seal is going to provide us with a few things. One, it's going to raise your vigor by 5, endurance by 5, strength by 5, and dexterity by 5, even though our HP is going to go down for almost about, I believe it's about 50 or more, almost 100 points, but that's okay because we have our Flask to be able to increase that, right? Now, the stamina, of course, we're going to go down just a bit, and our equip load is going to become a little bit less. So it's okay because we're going to be hitting a lot stronger. Now that as you guys are able to see how we're going to be able to do this, we're going to take advantage of the prosthesis wear heirloom. This is going to raise our dexterity because at the point level that we are on strength, we're not going to go up as much on our strength. And since this weapon, it is a strength dexterity, those additional 5 points are going to raise about 20 different points on the way we're going to be hitting on just pure strength. So you got to take advantage of the dexterity that brings you with this prosthesis wear heirloom. Now, we're also going to take advantage of the Claw Talismans with additional 15% for those jump attacks. And with the bleed loss, it just becomes a lot of fun. And as you are able to see here, and you try it for yourself, you're going to be able to see how potent and how fun and how you're going to be destroying enemies right away with just one hit sometimes. Now, Lord Bloods of Exaltation is going to give us that additional 20% when blood loss in its vicinity increases the attack power. Now, since we are using the Uchigatana with the seppuku, automatically we're going to be hitting with blood loss. And then since the seppuku lasts for, I believe, 1 minute and 30 seconds, you're going to be doing that every 1 minute and 30 seconds. All you got to do is just take some blood loss, take it back with your HP, with your Flask, and then you're back in the game again. I mean, it becomes very potent, a very nice build that is going to destroy just in any NG plus that you go through. Is going to handle a lot of the bosses very easy. And then in our Flask of Wondrous Physics, we're going to add 2 different type of mixes. You know how you make those mixes and make them very strong. When one is going to be the Storm Bar Cracked Tear. This is going to temporarily for I believe 90 seconds is going to make the stance and break easier. Break that stance a lot easier on any enemy and any boss, and that is very helpful with this weapon that hits hard. The other thing is we're going to raise our dexterity, which is going to boost our strength of the weapon, which this is what we want to do. And that is how we're going to be able to raise this build to not only deal a lot of strength, but overall just dealing tremendous amount of bleed damage. Now, how do you use this build? Now, character status level 150, we're going to be at vigor with 45 since we are using the seal that is increasing our vigor, endurance, strength, and dexterity. That's going to be up 5 points each. And then mine is going to be at 15. Endurance is going to be at 35, but it should be 30 because of the seal. Same thing for strength, 75. Dexterity, 25. Intelligence, 9. Faith, 25. Just to use the golden bow to increase our power. And then arcane is at 25. Now, I did hear a comment and I wanted to answer in this video in regards to arcane and how you are able to level it up. Now, as you are able to see here, this weapon attributes required is not arcane, it's strength and dexterity. The only reason I'm using arcane is because of the Ash Reward. The Ash Reward gives me an attribute scaling, which is different than attributes require of AD, which means that my blood loss is going to be able to increase, but it's not going to increase if I leveled up my arcane to 75. No, to be able to have more of a unique blood loss build or bleed build is you need a weapon that already comes with attribute required of arcane. That's why you see it with the Rivers of Blood. It's an atom. It's a weapon that already comes with leveled, as you level it up with arcane. It's a pure natural arcane damage. Not like this weapon. I'm able to put a bleed to it, but it only raises my attribute scaling, but it does not require it. So I hope that answers that question to a lot of you guys' questions. Well, there are two ways that you can use it. One is going to be a one-handed, which you could do the following. Either you can use all your different sequences, which we're going to have the Flask. We're also going to have the golden bow, flank my strength right there. You add it, you add a little bit more of your Flask. And then you're able to see that your power is going to go up to 364. But if we slam it, and then the weapon becomes automatic to 463 damage. And then if you are able to put it on a two-handed, automatically you're going to be hitting almost 1,000, which is crazy, right? Crazy. That is how nice and very potent this build is going to be. So you're able to see there, 504. We're two-handed. And if we remove the two-handed, we'll go check out it again. It's going to be 463. Very potent and very crazy. Now, the other way we could do is the following. So you're going to do is the follow, which is going to be, you're going to use the Uchigatana. You're going to do a blood loss automatically, and you're going to do all the sequence again, which is you're going to use your Flask of Wondrous Physick. You're going to use the Golden Bound. You're going to use Flame, grabbing some strength. And then, of course, double this, and you're going to be hitting very hard right away. So overall, that is two way you can use it. Now, the other way, which is, I think is a lot of fun as well, we're going to be able to do this as a two-handed. So we're going to take advantage of our talismans, and we're going to be taking advantage of our different things that we have in this build. So first, we're going to do the seppuku, blood loss automatically. Then you're going to do the Flask. Then you're going to do golden bound. Then after you do the golden bound, get some more Flask to be able to get some HP. And then we're going to do some flame, grabbing some strength. Then we got a whole entire sequence all set up. And then we have our two weapons. You're able to slam it if you want. And then automatically you're able to see one was going to be hitting at 463 and the other one's going to be hitting at 364. But since we have blood loss in its vicinity, just take a look at how easy and fast you're able to do this guy. Boom, look at that. Automatically, just really crazy, really fast. And you're able to do this with no problem. If you want to just continue with just the golden bow or just using the seppuku automatically, you're going to be destroying your enemies really fast. So there you go. That is how you're going to be able to put together this Omenkiller. Not only is very different, unique, but also amazing 1-2 combo that you guys can use. Hopefully you guys like this video. If you did, a like is appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications to all, and we'll see you guys on the next video.